today I just have to talk about my absolute favorite game of all time right now. Like, besides Animal Crossing is one of my favorite games of all time, this has to be the second game that I have not, like, I have not enjoyed a game like for so long, and it cannot even compare close to like the mobile games that I play. This is like it. I'll tell you why I really love it. I only got it like maybe a week ago, and now I'm obsessed. Like I'm finding it so hard to put it down, so I'm like, oh my god, I might have to like start streaming the game at some point when I can figure out how to use it. But what I really love about it is the complexity of the game. Like, I've played games where it's a farming and you get a few crops and then you get it going and then you decorate and that's it. But a lot of times those are very simple and it feels like there's just nothing more to go on. But this game is different. Like, as soon as you get all your seeds, you'll fall into the rabbit hole. This is just a farming part. And, like, you fall into the rabbit hole of all these different crops, which you might not even know. And it tells you what seasons and stuff. It is so complex, detailed in real life. Like for example, if you... The only thing I'm glad is you don't kill your chickens by accidentally swinging a frickin' like, hoe at it, because... I've done it a few times. And the other thing I really love, well, it's not all realistic, you know what I mean? It's still a game, but another thing is I go to bed with a frickin' like a gold ore above me, and I'm like, woke up with it. I think that's just so funny. They're just little details that I really love about it. But what I really, really love is, like, there's so many different knowledge about it too. Like, certain crops is for certain seasons, like fall and winter, and you can't, like, you know, well, like, I remember the first time I played the game, I was like, oh my god, why is all my crops, like, greenish yellow? It looks dead. And then, but I didn't know it was dead, so I went and watered it every day for, like, 12 days and saw no difference. I was like, wait a minute, are these dead? Then I realized, oh my god, the crops don't go like, you know, it's like it doesn't go from like spring to summer. Like, you have to plant the crops in that season only. So that was a lesson, but that's very complex. Like, you have to really plan things out. And at first I was like, oh my god, the day's going so fast, I can't not get anything done. And then it's like, again, it's like, you have to like plan things out, and that's kind of the fun of it. Like, you have to think, oh, what are you gonna do? I feel like if the day isn't so quick, then we'd just be like, oh yeah, whatever. But it kind of gets you to think more like, oh, I have to plan out my day. What am I going to do today? I can't just, you know, spend 5 or 6 minutes doing farming and then want to go to shop. You have to go, you know, and you got to plan out, okay, Wednesdays the shop is closed, and then, you know, and it annoys me when I go all the way to the frickin' animal shop and then the lady's not there. I'm like, damn it. It's like, it's so funny. It's just such little details that, even though, like, you know, it's just fun because it's so different, like, scenarios that come up, and the villagers, they all have their own personalities, which is really interesting. Like, some people are like, don't talk to me, I don't want to talk to you, like, go away. And other people are like, oh, you know, the old grandpa that lives near the camp, he is so nice. Like, every time I give him a gift, though I haven't given him hay, so I don't know, he's like, oh, thank you so much. Well, other people, they're like, ew. So it's really fun. Like, there's just so much detail put into this game. It's just so much fun. And also, it's cozy. And one of my favorite things is, like, it's kind of like reflecting of, like, just the weather. Like, during autumn, it's like the most cozy feeling, just walking through it with the wind and the leaves going everywhere and the pumpkins, and it just feels so amazing. I love it. I walk through and I'm just like, I feel so relaxed, and the music is so amazing. It just makes me feel like I'm actually in it. And I also love the storms that, like, it's funny because I love storms in real life. If I hear a storm, I'm like, oh, I feel so excited. I get almost that same feeling playing the game when there's a storm. Like, the sound effects, everything just kind of draws me in. It's also another reason why I really love Animal Crossing, which is the same concept, but this one is like, wow, there's so much for the farming. There's just so many crops, so many different seasons. You gotta learn so many things, and you gotta like feed the chickens in order to get them to lay bigger eggs. You gotta like, it's just not just, oh, buy a chicken and tomorrow I'll collect the eggs. Because sometimes I've played a game where you basically buy the animal and then you just collect the eggs the next day. This one, you have to feed them, you have to like make sure they're happy, you can close the doors and let them in, out, like let them eat. I just love how like just how much detail is put into this game. It's so good. I just really, really love it. And the fishing, it's like, yeah, the fishing is challenging to like work it out, but when you do, it's really cool. It's just really fun. And you collect different seashells, and I was trying to sell those seashells when the first time I tried to earn money in the beginning. I was like, I think seashells are just easier to do than other stuff, but then I was like, there's no seashells, and then you realize that after a few days in the game, you come back and there's like a stack of seashells, so I just sell them all at once. So that's one thing I've been doing. It's just so fun. I'm obsessed with it. Like right now, I'm just like what I just started farming because year one I kind of wasted a lot of time in the beginning. I didn't really buy a lot of seeds because I had very little money, so I was like, screw seeds, screw farming, I don't know how. So year one I kind of just walked around aimlessly doing nothing. Like no, I did a more mining, and I also did more fishing and also things like that. But year two, which is where I'm at now, is when I'm really starting to do the farming part, and that's when I'm really excited because now I'm like spending so much time working on these freaking hoses and trying to work out how to sow the crops and when to collect the harvest, and then why am I getting like certain like gold star ones, and whether I should sell them or make them in jam. And actually, you know what, I'm actually thinking like this is very good. Like I should learn from this and make money that way, right? It's just, there's just so much detail. As I said, I love this game, and it's also like, and one thing I really love, like I'm comparing to a lot of, because I've played a lot of farming games on mobile because I really haven't had a chance to play a lot on the Switch or other like computer. But what I really love is the game doesn't just like say, oh great, now you need like 500,000 gold to get the same amount of progress. So you're earning your money slowly. You don't feel like, in the beginning anyway, like you're earning your money sort of relatively slowly. It's not something that you can just like earn money really fast right away. In the beginning, like you're kind of earning your money slow, but at the same time you know what you're working towards. It's not like, oh, suddenly you have to like pay like $300,000 for a chicken. Well, that would be quite interesting. So yeah, you get to like earn your money slow, but you also know that there's not like that many upgrades that you need huge amounts. Like of course it goes slowly, but that's the thing, I just like the pacing. Like it's not like trying to siphon you off like ways to kind of speed it up. You get to take your time, which is something I really love about it. And just walking through all the sceneries, being able to forage is so much fun. And like try to like I think one time like I accidentally gave like Robin, I think it was a Robin, she's the animal like construction person, right? I was trying to like, I had the hay on me, like I was like trying to put in the thing, and she was in my barn upgrading the barn, and I just actually gave her the hay, and she was like, that's a terrible gift. It's just so funny. I was like, oh my god, that is hilarious. Just try to imagine giving someone hay. And then like there's other ones where, you see the girl that's always, I can't remember her name, but she's always in front of the ice cream frickin' machine, like ice cream stand. So I was like, okay, maybe one day I'll buy her ice cream and give her a gift of the ice cream. And then she's like, oh yay, thank you. It was really great. But she did not appreciate the holly. Yeah, I accidentally gave a lot of people holly in the beginning. Was it holly or whatever? It was just like this spiky thing, and they all hated it. I wonder why. Yeah, but it's just a lot of fun discovering. There's so many things like that you just learn and like just figure out. And I love a game where you can just go freely around. There's no real rules, there's no like too much reading, there's just like you get to experiment, and that's what I really love. It feels so freeing when I'm able to do whatever I want in the game and just be creative. That's something I really love, and that game really gives you that. And it's just like the graphics are so cool, I have to say. Like, I love the little cow. It's just a moo. And also, I know some people may not agree with me, but I do enjoy hearing the animal make their sounds, like the chicken go cluck cluck. In the beginning, I actually thought that was the sound of them eating the grass, but then I realized maybe that's just the chickens clucking. I don't know, but it's so much fun, so much fun, so much fun, and I'm working my way to get. And okay, I think it's just so much fun. I think it's because I love doing that in real life, like kind of like just getting your room looking nice, like buying different things to make it look cozy and lovely. And that's one thing I love in the game, is you get to do the same thing with your hard-earned, not as hard-earned cash in the game. It's much easier to earn money in the game, to upgrade your barn, buy your little chickens a heater. I love doing that. I just have a lot of fun. And in the beginning, there's just so much things to do that I just never feel bored. It's awesome. And I know there's so many more things that's to come, and I haven't even like fixed that thing yet. There's so many things I haven't done, and I'm just having so much fun. So yeah, I just really wanted to talk about why I love Stardew Valley so much. Like, in the beginning, I was like, oh, it looks really simple. Like, what? Like, I was wondering why it was so popular. Then I was like, okay, there's so many people who love it, I may as well try it. So I'm so glad, because it's like just one of my favorite games. It really is a lot of fun. And I just have to show, this is my little farm. I haven't done too much to it yet. Like, I haven't really gone into the decorating part yet, because I'm just trying to grow crops and earn some money and fix the things. So I haven't really started building gates and floors and everything, or decoration. I'm really just in the beginning, where I'm trying to get all the crops together. Like, this is the first year. I should put it on pause. So now, I want to do an experiment one day. I'd like to know what would happen if I fell asleep. Like, how at 2 a.m. you have to go to bed, otherwise you get, like, sent back. They charge you a lot of, like, 10% or something of your overall gold. And, yeah, and then they go, like, be careful next time, or else, here's your medical bill. I'm just wondering what would happen if you passed out in your own house. Would they actually, like, just put you... I know, this is just silly, but I just really am curious. I should do that test, but I don't want to lose my money. So yeah, I always like try to keep a farm warp thing, if just emergency, because sometimes I get carried away in the mine, and then I'm like, just don't want to go, just don't want to go home, I just want to keep mining. And yeah, like, in the beginning I had this really crappy sword, and I just couldn't kill the enemies, and I kept getting attacked by this flying bee thing, and then I just kept dying and losing all my health, and oh my god, it was so crazy. And then I realized, I could actually get better swords, and then it would improve my combat. So that's what I did, and I didn't even realize you had a save point to the levels in the beginning. So then I went, oh, okay, so yeah, there's just some of the things I really love about the game. I'll definitely make more, like, share more things that I love or discover, or things as I go through, but I might even do some, gameplay things. If, I'll put it all in a playlist so you can see, because yeah, it's so much fun, so much fun, so much fun!